G'day everyone. Just come for a walk up to try and get to the summit of Mount Wellington today. Following the Myrtle Gully track to Junction Cabin. From there to Hunter's Track to the Chalet, and then we'll see how deep the snow is from there and see if I can make it to the summit or not. It's quite a serene little trail, this Myrtle track. There's a couple of nice little bridge crosses. It's rather steep though, especially at the end. It's probably got a lot of water, and maybe a few trees are dropped over the track as well. So looking forward to getting into some snow. Here we are at the first falls. Pumping pretty hard today. Fair bit of water. Second little bridge. This is a relatively new log that's dropped on the track. Possibly wasn't there last time I came up here, it was only a month or so ago. It's getting pretty windy too. You just hit the snow line. Over here is a strike thrush. I think what blackbirds because they're relatives. Cool bird. He's gone. Finally made it out of the gully, just kind of over the ridge top now, away from the river, the creek. It's been rather hard actually. COVID 3.5, 4 weeks ago. I had something before it as well, which I don't think helped anything. But yeah, really struggling with breath and stuff. I seem to be getting better the last few days, so that's why I decided to do this trip. Fair bit of traffic on the trail up to Junction Cabin. That big log. nice the sun's out. Up we go, the hunter's track. Took a little bit longer to get in than I wanted to, but it's okay, we've still got heaps of time. It's not quite so steep as a Myrtle Gully track, but and the snow's not as deep as I thought, which is good. Means I might be able to get to the summit. Just about to cross the scree field. Good thing about walking in the snow, it fills in all the rock gaps. Just makes it more difficult to follow the track though. Cool spot. Yeah. Yay. Finally at the junction from Hunter's track to Old Bassian's. Only a couple more hundred more metres to the chalet. Ooh. Looking forward to some lunch. Starting to get a little bit dicey up here now. Bit of a ice shower before. Steep and the track's starting to get a bit slippery, so I've whacked on the ice boots. A bit more traction helps, I think. Very close to the chalet now. Snow's making all the tea tree hang real low. Ow. Fun time. Made it. Snow plough behind me. Just a little tractor with a blade. Actually feeling pretty good now. I know it's not so steep now. All the way up. It's a little bit, the snow's not so deep, but once you get on the panorama track it might be a different story. It's pretty wild, eh? Snowman. Good fun. I get the feeling I'm about to turn the shit up here. Getting up sort of where the plateaus. You can hear all the wind sort of sheltered around here on the north side of the mountain. But might even get a bit of a blizzard. We'll see. The big icicles. This looks like fun. Here it is, panorama track, looking very slippery and deep snow. We'll see. There we go. Glad I got my spike on. Wow. Very pretty area. Cool. Wow, this landscape's changed quite a bit. It's difficult to even find the track. I just had a little, some sort of small bird. Ooh, big. And the snow's quite deep. Some sort of small bird try to huddle up near my feet. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera with me. It's sitting next to me. Another one in front of us, actually. Must be hard for him to survive as well. One thing I'm glad about, these alpine trees are rather low. They're not going to be faced with big branches dropping on me or whatever. Whew. It's hard walking through this stuff. This is probably the first time I've really ever walked through snow this deep. It's pretty wild. I keep sinking in random spots. I'm not sure how the audio is going to come out because I've got my microphone wrapped in a plastic bag to stop getting wet. And I forgot to seal up the top of my gaiters with some tape or something because some of the snow's up over Can't need my knees. Oh. Good thing I bought spare socks. I'll have to do a follow-up trip coming through this area without any snow later in the year, just to see the difference of the place. Like, I've done this track many times, but I've never videoed it like this, so it'll be really interesting to put the comparison between the two. Wow, this is pretty cool up here. Wow, look at that. Pretty crazy. It's kind of insane actually how some of the animals live up here. Even plants, like their leaves are just frozen solid, and yet they still live here. Oh, getting pretty tired now, but nearly at the summit, nearly at the road. Be pretty windy up the top, I reckon. Might have to put my goggles on. It's changed even again. It's like soft powder now. So white. It's a little bit more sheltered here too. We're about to come up on the road. Tell you what, I've passed quite a few people who don't look very well equipped. They looked very cold, and they may have even been wet. Oh. It's getting pretty late today, I haven't had lunch yet. Maybe even dark when we get back to the car. That's okay though. And I've got spare stuff. Shit, it's a fan, we can stay out. So close. Oh wow. That'll be pushing a metre deep, I reckon. Far out. Never been up here when it's like this. Awesome. it might be safe to say I might have to turn around. I'm so close, but I think the snow just went like 4 or 5 metres deep. Total whiteout. I don't think it'd be safe to continue. Damn it, so close. Oh well. Wow. That was one of the most epic things I've ever done before. I don't know if you heard me before, but there's no way I'm getting to the summit. The snow is ridiculously deep. It's total whiteout. I don't have any compasses or anything, not that it's really going to matter. It's just too dangerous to go up there. My whole left side of my face is numb. Wow, that was incredible. I'm surprised this camera's still going. Oh, wow. From the cold and that wind just then. I guess it's back to the chalet for lunch. Oh, back to the chalet for lunch and head back down from there. Wow, there's snow inside the bag. Oh, my microphone. Wow, going back down's much easier. Funner. So you get a big hole, soft spot, you sink straight through it. I thought the weather might have calmed down this afternoon, but pretty sure it's just gotten worse. It wouldn't be a very nice place to get stuck up here if I got up the summit and it turned the way it did. Literally my tracks were gone in. I walked across them and I went 5 steps and I looked back and you could see them, they were already gone. I've never seen weather like that before. Crazy. Such a sheltered part of the track, this panorama track. It's quite nice. Anyway, nearly lunchtime. Yay, we're back on the road. Weather's definitely turned to shit again. I'm glad I didn't push any further, because that was getting pretty bad. Like no one else actually tries to go up there unless they've done this sort of stuff before, because Jesus, I can see why people can die now quite easily. It's even if you've got the right gear, you still be in danger quite easily. So, and there's still people up here behind me taking photos and stuff. Tourist by the looks of things. What an epic trip. Anyway, so he's back at the chalet. Wow, and just like that, it's silent. Really sheltered right now. What an epic day. Here we go. Back down the Hunters track. Stop off some lunch at the chalet. Many other people there too. tea trees hanging over. Heaps. And all the weight of the snow. Well-defined path now. Going back across the Scree fields again. Feel my backpack thawing out. My back and my legs are getting wet now. Well, the snow was falling on me before. It was like just freezing, and any snow that was going down my gaiters was just freezing into a solid block. So I wasn't getting wet. Just down that little bit of elevation, temperature rises a couple of degrees, and that's all she takes. But we're on the home stretch now, so can't wait to go home and get some food. Snow's getting really thin now. She's melted very, very fast. Probably, I don't know, maybe 2/3 of the way back to Junction Cabin. It just looks totally different. There's hardly any snow now. Pretty crazy how fast it can melt. There we are, back to the cabin. No people around now, everyone's gone. There's a lot less snow. South track for mountain bikes. That could be good fun. Traffic cart, little gully. My knees are a little bit sore after not doing any of this for the last 6 weeks. So try and take it easy on myself. Anyway. Last stretch, one massive hill. Nearly done, but my knee really started hurting, so found myself a nice walker pole. And surprisingly it's helped quite a lot. It's not even hurting now. Here we are, where we started, the track there, Little Gully. It's parked about 100 metres away or so. What an epic trip. It was good fun besides the sore leg, but I've had it worse before, so it's not too bad. Anyway, I'm glad I've done that today. Well, back in the car now, ready to go home and get some food. Yeah, thanks for joining me, and look forward to doing some more stuff later on. Some possibly south coast track, and I want to traverse the whole Mean range. Not all of it, but probably 2/3 of it, and then start at the mountain bike park and then come back from, probably end up at Risdon Cove somewhere. So that'd be a good trip, so I'll try and do some film of that one as well. Cool, thank you very much, bye.